Like straight up from curiosity. Curiosity allows people, like you hear the whole sentence. So sometimes in curiosity, like most salespeople don't live in curiosity. They're like rebuttal. How do we get the next question? You know, how do I make sure I'm controlling this conversation? In curiosity, it's, I want you to listen to the whole sentence. Whatever they are giving you, listen to the whole thing. And it's not just the period. It's the silence after the period. It's the silence in between each word. It's the words they're using. And sometimes it can be so like, there's been times I'm on the phone and somebody says something to me and I'm saying, can you do me a favor? And they say, what? And I'm like, you just use this word, such and such. Can you define what that means to me? Because I want to make sure I'm getting everything you're telling me. And we don't realize how powerful that is. When they're like, what? You're listening? You care? You really, like it tells people, I want to get your point. So can you help me to get your point so I can fully understand you? And in that moment, the rebuttal didn't matter. Like me asking the next question to win them over or telling them how great I am doesn't matter. What matters is I spend a little time to slow down and invest in them. I'm spending my time to know who you are and what this really means so we can keep going. And it means a lot.
It's a subconscious level of acknowledgement almost, you know, in their head, they might not realize it in that moment, but they're slowly trusting you already internally, like whatever that is, your soul, whatever the case may be, but they're already trusting you just because of the fact that, wow, our minds just link up like that. It's like, oh man, this person's listening to me. They understand what I'm saying. And then all of a sudden you can also, in certain conversations, you can sort of feel the walls kind of come down a little bit, and then they're being a little more forthcoming with information. Sometimes they might be 1, 2, 3 word answers. Then as the conversation goes on, these people are talking more and more and more. Rolling, and then they start rolling. Yeah. You get them rolling. Yeah.
And I'll tell you that coming from curiosity thing and like letting people know you really care in that conversation, you know, being really curious in a human being, I don't think we realize how selfish people are, right? Like we're all selfish beings. I don't care who you are. Some people are I am selfless. I give up. Man, shut your ass up. We are all selfish people. I don't care who you are. If you try to act like you're not, you're a fool, right? So knowing that we're selfish means that you and you're internally, like each one of you is having all these conversations in your head about you. How do I protect me? How do I give what's best for me? How do I not die today? Like all these things, right? That's what's happening. It's selfish, but it's real and you should. That's perfectly okay. Now, and understanding that is we try to, like me talking to Devin, I'm not the greatest salesperson. We've talked about this. Devin's the greatest salesperson. If I'm trying to sell Devin on something or trying to go in that direction, stop trying to sell Devin on what I want to sell him on and let me figure out what Devin needs to sell himself on by just asking great questions and letting him walk down the path. Now, once he gets there, I'll know everything to unlock Devin's heart. I'll know everything to absolutely know what matters to him. Once I know what matters to him and I can help him go and get what matters to him, everything else will figure itself out. If I do that for enough people, God will give me everything I need. Keep figuring out what people want. Help them to go and get it. What they really want. Like the truth, not the surface BS that they tell you. Bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage BS. What does it mean? What do they really want? Why is it this house? Why are they moving now? Why not next year? Why not 5 years ago? Dig down and figure out what it really means. Find that full like motivation, like what deep down gets them going. That ultimately will help you accomplish what they want to accomplish. And then when you go and get that with them, y'all both get to win. Too often we're trying to push them in the box that we want them to be in. We're trying to push them down the path that we want to be in. That's going to end up in frustration. Well, ultimately, you think you're going to sell them. Oh, they bought the house. And a year later, they're like, I didn't want this fucking house. Ozzy talked me into some bullshit. That's not what you want. You want them to ultimately love where they're at, not have buyer's remorse, and be able to say, man, I love this place. This is awesome. And Ozzy helped us do it. You only get to that place when you really figure out what's in here and what's in here with the other human being. That's being curious.